Lil Wayne drops a remorseful and sad response to not being selected to the Super Bowl halftime show, but forgets to congratulate Kendrick.
That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about, it hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. For just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that, but I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot and that stage and that platform in my city. And so it hurt a whole lot. But y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. It broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together, but my God, have you all helped me.
What up, world? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. I appreciate you. Gang, listen. I watched the response video by Lil Wayne in regards to him not receiving the nod from the state of New Orleans. Let's just be honest. It wasn't Jay-Z. It wasn't Rock Nation. It wasn't Megan Thee Stallion and her minions. It wasn't Desiree Perez. It was the state of New Orleans that rejected Lil Wayne from the stage at the Super Bowl 59 that is supposed to take place in New Orleans. And it took Lil Wayne a few days. Hip-hop is in a civil war. People are divided. Some people say Lil Wayne should be on that stage. Some people say ain't no way he's supposed to be on that stage. Some people are blaming Jay-Z for Lil Wayne. They're saying that I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't one of the people that felt Jay-Z had a little bit to do with it because of his problems with Birdman in the past and his issues with Drake, against his wife, with the whole House album dropped the same time, yada, yada, yada. Insert reason that Jay was upset about the Birdman comments and Birdman was upset about the Jay-Z comments. So it was a lot going on. And I do admit I played a part in saying that Jay-Z had something to do with it. But upon further review, I felt like after all the information came out, Jay-Z probably more than likely put Lil Wayne's name in for consideration, and it was just overlooked, right? And I believe that New Orleans has an issue with Lil Wayne that they haven't disclosed. Who knows what it is? But I've also heard that the NFL has a problem with Lil Wayne for a past performance where he didn't show up, or he showed up, he didn't want to rehearse. So it was a lot of things about Lil Wayne and the NFL that came out during this whole situation. Now, if you're paying attention and you saw that Lil Wayne hadn't replied and you were wondering what his thoughts were, he finally came out with this video. Up on his Instagram, he had a lot to say. It was 1 minute and 28 seconds. He was very remorseful. He seemed to be very down. He was blue, for lack of a better word, and he was pretty lethargic. I've never seen Wayne this lethargic, and I want to talk about this. I feel like upon first watch, I was pretty like, yo, I feel a little bad for Wayne. It was kind of like tough to watch, right? It was really, really tough to watch. But you got to listen to what he said, and I want to talk about what he actually said. He put a lot of the blame on himself. If you read between the lines, Lil Wayne said a lot of this stuff is my own fault. And there are things that I know that I've done, I fell short on, and I'm working on myself, right? He's taking a lot of the blame on himself, and he's pretty much saying, listen, gang, I'm a flawed individual, and I know why they didn't select me. But I also feel like he's acknowledging that he was kind of assuming he would get it, right? Which is kind of entitlement. I believe he's recognizing that he felt entitled. He felt like they got to give it to me. I'm Lil Wayne, da-da-da. So I feel like Lil Wayne is not only sad and remorseful, but he also understands His drug use may have something to do with this. His inability to rock the shows the way he used to, because a lot of shows performances are coming up after this happened that are less than stellar. Let's just say that a lot of Lil Wayne shows have been less than stellar. Some of his performances are looking a little bit rocky, and you don't want a track record like that going into the Super Bowl, right? Not to mention, Lil Wayne is sometimes they're saying that Lil Wayne, and I'm not pretending to know, but Lil Wayne is a little bit diva-ish with these shows. He's not showing up for rehearsals, and he's running in and he's messing up his performances, his words, which he himself said over the years he has forgotten his lyrics. And many believe that is due to the lean, the constant lean, drinking, the double cupping, just dumping lean in your body. It causes a lot of side effects. And many people believe that Wayne is suffering from side effects of heavy lean usage. I said in my other video, I remember when Barbara Walters was talking to Wayne. Wayne was young too. This was probably 14 years ago, maybe, when he was on Barbara Walters, and she was asking him about what's in his cup, and he was like, it's my cup. This is my cup, so don't worry about what's in my cup. And she was like, they're worried, and Wayne didn't really want to hear it, and he got really, really defensive about what was in his cup. So they were saying for a while, Wayne might die from this lean. Well, Wayne obviously didn't die from lean, but Wayne is suffering the after effects of years of just drinking a narcotic that you don't need to drink, which many rappers are giving up, believe it or not. Like older rappers are giving up lean. Drinking lean is almost like opioids. Like, it's not good to ingest in your body when you don't need it, and especially for long periods of time. That's going to affect your performances. It's going to affect your memory loss. It's going to affect a lot of stages of your life, a lot of issues. And I think I've seen Wayne having issues in his personal life that I'm not going to discuss, right? So I say all that to say, on top of all of that, Wayne put out this video, and it made you feel sad for a minute, but kind of when you kind of peel back the layers after you got over your initial, oh man, low key, like I feel bad that Wayne didn't get it. You got to realize Wayne was never promised anything. Let's just be honest. The Super Bowl is a luxury. First of all, it wasn't a lot of rappers getting, before Jay-Z got there, who gets all this hate. Before he got there, it wasn't no rappers. Show me the rappers who headlined the Super Bowl before Jay-Z got there, right? Let's just be honest. It wasn't a lot of rappers getting the Super Bowl look, right? So Wayne having this entitlement that he was going to be selected, I'm going to honestly say it may be because Jay-Z was on the board. There's no reason for Wayne, before Jay-Z got there, to feel like he would ever be on headline of the Super Bowl. It just doesn't make any sense. So it had to be because Jay-Z was there, that he thought he was locked in. So all the hate Jay-Z is getting, that's the reason Wayne even thought he had a chance in the first place, because they weren't giving rappers the Super Bowl. So Jay's there. He's like, my man is there. He gave him $14 million to pay his taxes. Of course he's going to look out, right? So that sense of entitlement may have led Wayne to feel he was locked in for something that he was never going to get. If you look at the whole picture, Wayne would not have fit with the face tattoos, the drug use. The NFL is a very family-friendly organization. They're not putting a product up there that's going to diminish and make people feel uncomfortable. Last time they did that was Janet Jackson, right? And she whipped her boob out. So they were like, we're not putting nothing up there. The closest they got to something offensive was Katy Perry. And Katy Perry came out with a bunch of big balloons and all kind of goofy things jumping around and bouncing. Her show was probably one of the weirdest shows we've ever had. But it wasn't very against the grain for your family to watch, right? So Lil Wayne getting up there talking about, I'm a venereal disease. Like, it would be a little weird to have kids watching that, right? So Wayne was in an uphill battle. So he set himself up for failure. Now, what people are not talking about, and I got to admit, I got this from the comments, because I didn't think about it when I first saw the video, and I went in the comments and they were like, he didn't even congratulate Kendrick. And I was like, you know what? That is true. He didn't congratulate Kendrick. He didn't say nothing to Kendrick about this big moment. And I think that that goes to show you something. People also reminded me that Wayne had an interview where he said he wouldn't bring nobody up on stage because he worked so hard to get there. He don't need to bring nobody with him. He literally said, I'm not bringing nobody on stage. I worked hard for this. So you have to think, for Wayne to be so despondent, he has to look at what he said in the past. He also said a lot of things like he doesn't see race and things like that. When Kendrick's whole spiel is about us and the culture and being black and a whole lot of pro just African-American views, right? Wayne doesn't have that same sentiment. Wayne does not see color according to Wayne, which is okay, right? But they're not the same artists. Kendrick has 17 Grammys for a reason, right? It's more artistry when it comes to Kendrick and what he's doing. Wayne is more just, I'm just making rap music, good rap music. I'm just trying to be the best rapper. That's not what Kendrick's doing. They're on two different levels. Wayne should have congratulated Kendrick for what he worked and done. If Wayne can say, it's my fault that I didn't get it, then he has to acknowledge that Kendrick got it for a reason, that he earned that spot. He didn't just get it. They didn't just throw it to him to spite Lil Wayne. We don't like Wayne, let's give it to Kendrick. That's not how Kendrick got it. So Wayne, let's be honest, and I know he was caught in a moment. He said he had to get himself together. He didn't want to cry before he came out and da-da-da, and I understand all that. But at the same time, you got to remember, the thing you didn't get, somebody else got it. You got to congratulate them first. Believe it or not, when a person wins or loses the presidential race, they're supposed to congratulate their opponent. Believe it or not. If you lose, you're supposed to congratulate your opponent. If you win, you're supposed to congratulate your opponent. Wayne is not Kendrick's opponent. Kendrick is not Wayne's opponent, right? But at the same time, they were vying for the same thing. Kendrick got it. Just congratulate him. I think it's just a little bit self-centered when you're boo-hooing about yourself, when this man put in a lot of work over the last 15, 16, 17 years to get where he is. He's in the biggest moment of his life. The Super Bowl is icing on the cake of what this man has done over the past 4 months. And not to mention the past couple 10, 15 years, the guy got 17 Grammys. He deserves what he got. So Wayne omitting the fact that Kendrick is going to be on that stage, and maybe he knows he's going to be on stage with Kendrick, or maybe he knows something we don't know. But I feel like Wayne kind of missed a really good moment to congratulate and put a little shine on Kendrick. This really, let's be honest, gang, we're going to be honest. This is not a boo-hoo moment for Wayne. This is a win for Kendrick. And it's kind of stealing Kendrick's moment. Now we got this whole civil war where it should have been Wayne from New Orleans, da-da-da. It's really, and a lot of my peers are noticing only hip-hop does this kind of stuff. We're the only ones. If they would have announced Maroon 5, or they would have announced whoever, Sugar Ray, like whoever they would have announced, we wouldn't have said anything. And I'll do you one better. If they would announce some band, big band from New Orleans, they would not have said, y'all should have picked Lil Wayne over them. You wouldn't have said that. You're only doing it because it's Kendrick. You're only doing it because he's a rapper. And we turn on ourselves and we turn on each other. And a lot of these guys are just Drake fans trying to stick it to Kendrick for whatever reason. So they're hopping on this Wayne thing just to stick it to Kendrick. It is what it is. I understand. We understand. We get it. But it don't make it any less goofy. And for you to stand up there and think, oh, he should bring him out. Yeah, we all want him. We all want Lil Wayne on the stage, but I think we really only want Lil Wayne on the stage just to shut people up about it. Because I personally want to see Kendrick. I'm just going to be honest. The only reason I would be excited to see Lil Wayne come out, I'm just going to be honest with you, is so people could shut up about it. If Kendrick does his whole 16 minutes by himself, I'm sure the show going to be amazing, and I'm going to be happy with it. I really don't need Wayne to come out. I'm just going to go on the record. I'm going to go on record right now. I don't need Wayne to come out there. It's going to take away from Kendrick's moment. He don't need to put him on some faux outrage. He don't need to put him on there. Let's do that. How about that? I feel like Wayne is taking a moment to wallow in his own pity and his own, oh, it should have been me, bro. Let's be honest. The Super Bowl is only one moment in time. No one's guaranteed that. You shouldn't put that much energy on it where you need days to recover. It never should have even came to that. It never should have came to you feeling this low and this hurt. And I get it. Everybody has their things that they want in life and I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just going to be honest. If Wayne is still this hurt, he probably shouldn't have made this video at all. I'm just being honest, because now he's displaying a level that's going to push his fans and make them even more obnoxious about this, as if Wayne has some type of birthright to performing at the New Orleans Super Bowl. It ain't his birthright. I'm just being honest with you. And Kendrick doesn't owe him anything. He doesn't owe him anything. And if Lil Wayne gonna speak on the Super Bowl that he got rejected for, he need to acknowledge the person who won the slot. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So I'm gonna leave it at that. CLBMG. Make sure you hit that Cash App if you can. You want to support the channel. We keeping it moving. I'm about to start the memberships. I'm gonna be doing a lot more talking about stuff that I can't say on here. So make sure you check for that. I'm about to hit 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate you that. I appreciate you, those who are subscribed and watching for that. Make sure you share the video. Go down in the links, get some of the merch. We got merch. I got mad new hats, new shirts, new jackets. I got I got Calling It Culture down there. I got all kind of stuff for the What Show. We do the What Show every Wednesday night. Make sure you come peep your boy. We have a good time. The last What Show is crazy. We went live and then somebody like, Kendrick drops, and we stopped the whole show, played Kendrick. We had a great show. Make sure you're there next Wednesday night and every Wednesday night on the What Show channel and on this channel. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side. Let me know what you think. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.